Hey, it's Ron Corbin, your real estate broker in Henry County. Got a few tips for sellers who either have their homes on the market and they're not getting the action that they want, or for sellers who are thinking about putting their homes on the market and want to sell their home in the shortest amount of time and get the most amount for it. So here we go. A few tips from Ron. Number one, get the home pre-inspected. Go ahead and pay for a home inspector to come out and let him go through your house with a fine-tooth comb. He'll look at all your major systems, he'll look at the roof, look at the crawl space or basement, check out all your major systems and make sure that things are in order, or if he sees something, he or she sees something that needs some work done, you'll know ahead of time before you have buyers rolling through and get it under contract, and then some issues come up while you're in the contract phase that could cause a stumbling block. So go ahead and get it pre-inspected. Next thing is have your agent get you some really solid comps in an area that's tight to your home location and recent, within the last 6 months or so, because appraisers are going to come in and they're going to go back 6 months and look at the actual solds, not what's for sale, but look at the sold houses that have transacted in the last 6 months or so. If you're not working with an agent, which I do recommend you do, if you're not working with an agent and you're doing it for sale by owner, go ahead and get an appraisal done so you'll know up front what the real value of your home is. Because even if you have it listed at $300,000 and it's only worth $250,000, when a buyer comes in, if they give you $300,000 initially in the contract and they get it appraised, the lender's going to knock it back down to the appraised value if they have an appraisal contingency in there. So go ahead and get that done. DeClutter. Please declutter. Think of it as hotel living. When you go through your house, get all the kids' toys up. I know you love your kids and all the artwork they have on your refrigerator. Go ahead and depersonalize the house as much as possible. Imagine it being like a hotel room. When the buyer comes in, looks nice, pictures on the wall, things of that sort, but it's not personalized to you anymore. You need to be on your way out, start boxing some things up and get it on out of there so when the buyer comes in, they can see themselves living in the home. Price. I can't tell you how important it is. As I said before, getting the comps and getting the appraisal done, it's so important to come in with a strong pricing strategy to have your house priced properly, market price, from the get-go. You don't want to come in too high and then let it watch the market. If you're trailing down in the market, you don't want to watch it go down, 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 and you try and keep up with falling prices. The market's turning around now, so we don't have that much problem as much anymore, but you don't want to come on and be ahead of the market and let the market try and catch up to you, because it'll sit there and get stale, and that's not a good thing either. Price it properly so that you get a lot of activity really fast, and then you may even have a multiple offer situation that can bid the price back up to where you want it to be. But go ahead and price it properly. Buyers. A lot of sellers want to have the right buyers come through, and I don't mind the strategy of having pre-approved buyers only, especially if you're in the higher end property. Go ahead and put in the remarks for the agents to only bring you qualified buyers, meaning that they send over to your agent and to you a pre-approval letter from the buyer to make sure the buyer can pull the trigger if they like the house. So you don't have just a bunch of folks wandering around through your house that really aren't serious. As I said before, make it ready to show. But more importantly, or maybe equally important, would be to be ready to go. You need to mentally move on from this property. You need to have your stuff packed up or in the process of being packed up, and you mentally need to be able to, when a contract comes in, be able to close this transaction within 30 days and you be out by closing. I can't tell you how frustrating it is on the buyer side to have a seller who wants 2 or 3 weeks after closing to get their stuff out and get moved. You put the house for sale, go ahead and make the mental move and be thinking forward as well. I think that pretty much wraps it up. Just really a piece of advice. Get with a good real estate agent that knows the market and at least interview a couple of them. Even if you don't use them, the information you'll get will be invaluable to your process of selling the house. But really, we know what we're doing, and we can get the deal done a lot quicker and with much less hassle on your part, and we're worth the commission most times. Here's the thing. I was this weekend. This weekend I was showing a house over in McDonough, and they were using a discount brokerage, which is essentially for sale by owner. Made the appointment 2 days in advance, so they knew I was coming at between 10 and 11 o'clock in the morning. Get there, knock on the door. Nobody comes to the door, so I figured, fine, no problem. We'll go on in. Then I start hearing a dog barking. So I'm trying to get into the lockbox to get the key. And as I'm doing that, the door opens. Kind of surprises us. Door opens. Here I am. I'm there. My son's there. He's getting his license, and the client is there. This dude is standing there in his underwear, looking like he doesn't know what's going on. I said, look, you're probably not ready for us to show your house. Looks like your wife didn't tell you, whatever. He said, oh, no, come on in. Probably not the best move. So here we go. He runs off to the back. His wife's still in bed, and he's got this German Shepherd by the collar. So we're showing the house. He comes back around, and he's standing there, seriously, standing there in his underwear, holding the German Shepherd while we show his house. Needless to say, my client could not get out of there fast enough. The house actually was perfect for her, but she couldn't get beyond the dude standing there in his underwear. So again, when you're ready to sell your house, you need to go ahead and do everything you need to do to make this house show as best it possibly can. This video is running longer than I really like it to. Give me a call if you want some advice. If you want to just talk to me on the phone, even if you don't use me, give me a call anyhow. 770-294-1317. If you want an article that goes along with this video, go to my website, roncorbin.net. It's www.roncorbin.net. You'll find that article along with all the other videos and things that I do as well. So, great talking to you. Give me a call, and hope this helped.